Welcome everybody back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
N15 PCA.
And NATEF 454.
So right off the bat, we're going to start with video game news. And me and NATEF 454 got into the Dragon Ball Z FighterZ beta. And it was really rough the first day on Xbox.
Yeah, you couldn't play it on Xbox at all.
It was, you got into the lobby and it would crash. You got to hit the start button, then it crashed for me all day. Luckily, I got into the PS4 beta as well, and that was smooth as butter.
Yeah.
And I got to play like 8-9 matches that first day.
Yeah, my theory on the whole thing was I want to say anyone that was an Xbox insider got the beta. So there was probably a lot more people playing on the Xbox, and then Sony was very select.
Yeah, they only sent out so many emails to people. But the actual, like, you start off with making like a little chibi character, so you get to pick who your favorite fighter is, and then you like walk around what looks like a King Kai type world, and then there's like an arena, there's like a place you walk up to watch replays of your fight. So it's like a cutesy, instead of just having a menu, they made it into like an actual walk around area.
Yeah,
which is fine, I guess.
Which is cool. And then you can do little tags like the different things. So if you like after you battle, you can put like, oh, good match, or like,
yeah, you can do little stickers.
Exactly, I never give up, or you want a rematch and stuff like that, which is kind of silly and fun.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me. It's like instead of having a menu, let's make it into like an interactive thing, which is fine, I guess. It doesn't take away from the game, and it doesn't really add to the game. It's just a different way of, and it's kind of weird. You get to choose your server.
Yeah,
like there's like literally like they broke up the United States into 4 different zones. Then there was those zones plus Canada. And then within those, there was, 30 or 40 different little things you can jump into, like party label things.
Oh, yeah, and then there's like a group like, oh, there's 25, and there was like 20 of those. Like,
and then it'll show you how many people are in each server. It felt like in Battlefield, anyone who's played a first-person shooter, you can find the different servers, and it'll let you know how many people are in each one. But it's a fighting game.
The thing is, since I didn't get a chance to play it, I find that amazing, because for a Japanese company like Battle Namco to get that level of online kind of play, customization is very unheard of.
Because for the most part, most fighting games, even in Street Fighter V on the PS4, you just hit ranked or unranked match and that's it, and you get no other control about where things had lined up. But for the actual fighting, I thought it was great.
Oh, it was great, yeah, because what happened with me was with the Xbox, eventually it just let me play offline against the computer.
Which sucks, because I would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, I know, I actually got to sit there and practice. And
see, you get thrown right into the crucible on this one. You have no idea how any of the buttons work or anything, and you're fighting online, and if you're playing with Sony who kind of knows what they're doing, you will get your butt kicked.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even funny. But once you start getting it, you get some really cool fights once you start getting it together and start figuring out, you can teleport dodge, but it takes a whole power bar to use it, so you try to save them up, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, and then you can finish off with super moves, and then if you hit someone really hard and you beat them, they go crash.
Yeah, they fly into like the background and stuff.
Yeah, so DBZ, and then if you guys hit the button at the same time, do the little animation where you
then you break off.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's really fun, like, it's so cool.
So, who were your favorite fighters?
Favorite fighters, oddly enough, were Krillin, Android 18, and then I would have to say, it's a hard choice, the third one, but I have to say Cell.
Yeah, it's so funny because I love Future Trunks is my most favorite character in all of DBZ, everything. So I didn't necessarily get good with him because you had to play online when I played, so it was kind of hard to learn a character while playing online. So I will get good with Trunks, I swear it. No matter what happens, I'm going to get good with Trunks. But just from playing all the characters, I liked Kid Gohan. Or Teen Gohan.
Yeah.
I loved 18. I can't believe how much I loved playing as 18.
18 was oddly enough really good.
I loved playing with 18. And then I would say Cell was probably my next one. Those are probably my 3 fighters. I probably want to throw Trunks in there. Maybe I'd take out Cell and put in Trunks so I can have all good guys, basically.
Yeah. But the weird thing about Android 18 is that how good she was and how fluent Android 17 came out. Like, it felt like part of her combo.
Yeah, like when you do a move, like he'll come in and do a little extra, add a little extra to the combo.
Yeah, it was so great. It's so much like the cartoon, because like you're watching it.
It's an anime.
I know it's an anime. I'm sorry, but
it's just that move.
Yeah, just watching that, it was just so cool, because you do combos with 18 and 17 come out, then you can do your super move together, and if you hit it, it's like they're all
because she has one where you do her combo when she shoots her beam straight down.
Yeah,
because if you do your combo just right, you can get them right underneath you, and then you do a big old. It's cool. It's a cool game.
And if you miss, you can still teleport and go behind them. Oh, it's so
I asked a question, since I didn't get the beta or whatever. I was wondering, did you get like power ups like in the previous fighting Dragon Ball Z games, where you can get little abilities?
You can charge up, and that will build up your bar. And then certain characters, I know, like Goku and Vegeta, have like power up moves, kind of like a Kaioken type situation, where you'll get temporary power boosts.
Yeah,
but not necessarily like items or anything.
Yeah, you
like
can
that.
buy like Memory Budokai.
They might do something like that, but this one was strictly just online fighting without anything extra. We don't know what they're going to add story-wise in the story mode.
The only thing I missed that almost every DBZ game had, because I never had a chance to do it, double power energy hits.
Yeah, with the 2 balls hit, and then you can push it back.
I wanted to see that, but I never could pull it off where they would do it the same way. Yeah, because I think that'd be so tight to tap the button. That's all.
Yeah, there were some fights where they were good fights, and then ended up losing. There's times I got freaking tossed around to the point where it's like I felt embarrassed. I'm letting you down, Trunks. I'm making you look like a damn fool out here.
Exactly. Or I remember one time I got a chance to play against a human for one round almost. And I was Krillin versus Goku, right? And then I literally jump up, and she just came in, and I dash over, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah. And then I got my butt kicked.
There's so many close calls. Yeah. And you're like, woohoo, that looked kind of cool. Exactly. The game is cinematic. If there's any other way you can say this game is, it's very cinematic in its presentation and its super moves. And even if they read interviews, they're saying every jab, every punch, every kick, they try to match it to something that came from the anime.
Exactly.
Which is judge how much they love and care about the franchise.
I'll say this right now. So what you guys are saying basically, if you look at that first trailer, it lived up to exactly what that first trailer was.
It did.
In terms of style and cinematography and how it's represented.
And once you start learning how to play the game, it starts looking cool. Because when I first started, it was embarrassing. I'm whiffing at the air, I'm missing at things. I'm like, how do I do my moves? But once you start getting how to play the game becomes so much more fun.
Oh yeah, like with Krillin, he has this the double move where he splits into 2, and if you can start doing combos and ending with those, it looks so cool.
His accessory dicks are pretty quick too. They're hard to dodge, but they're pretty quick. I like that.
Yeah, Krillin's my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z.
He's a guy who always tries. He never gives up.
Yeah.
But speaking of Dragon Ball Z Fighters, they showed off new characters, Yamcha, Tien. They weren't in the beta, but they just showed them off, and then a brand new Android 21 who has to be beautiful. And it's so funny. Even on the Namco Bandai Twitter, it says, "Oh, the plot thickens," and it shows a bunch of pictures of her. I'm like, come on, guys, jeez.
Well, because the story so far, what they said is that is she the reason why 16 was resurrected? I don't know.
They look like they could be brother and sister, kind of like how 17 and 18 are brother and sister.
Yeah,
because they both had that kind of red hair.
And that's what they said too in the article. Real quick, she goes, she has the same intelligence as Dr. Giro.
Yeah, so
or Dr. Giro, whatever. Yeah.
Dr. Giro's getting away. That's that dumb commercial.
Yeah,
but
I can't believe we never. That's what we call that because they used to call him Giro.
Yeah, they said it wrong in the commercial, so we'd always say it wrong on purpose just to be ironically stupid.
It sounds like a bad guy you would have in Gigantor if you know how to
it's a very silly sounding name.
You guys can look up that
Dragon Ball Z Dr. Giro toy commercial.
Oh, is he riding the ship or something?
Yeah, they gave the Dragon Ball Z characters vehicles.
Yeah,
just fly. They don't need vehicles.
Anyway,
but back to the fighting game. It looks like it's shaping up to be, mechanically speaking, a good fighting game.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
and any fighter can, from what I played online, every fighter can beat any fighter. Yeah. So you can be Krillin fighting Boo, and then even though technically in canon that doesn't make any sense, but they made everyone competitive enough that they can fight together and not be, overpowered easily.
Yeah, and like you said, and what makes it really fun, like you said, is the little details. Like even when they shoot in their laser blast, if you're Frieza, he doesn't just go with his hands like this. He shoots his fingers.
Yeah,
out
he did that.
Exactly like in the anime, So it's kind of cool that they're paying attention to that. They really are focusing in on it, and I loved it. It was a great.
Again, the beta was weird because it had different play times.
Yeah.
The first one was at 2 a.m. and I stayed up to play at 2 a.m. and I couldn't get into a game on the Xbox.
Oh, it was horrible.
Which sucked. So I went to the PS4 and it was buttery smooth and I got to play. Every time I tried to play it worked.
The worst part about the beta was trying to get in. But once you actually were
playing the actual game, it was fun.
It was great.
So does it have a map where you go to parts like it did in Budokai?
Well, no, it's funny. You can pick your favorite characters and your favorite stage before the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you go into the fight, if it's your turn, it will auto pick your favorite stage and your favorite characters.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can set different ones. There's 4 or 5 different, I want to say, profiles where you can be like, oh, my first team's going to be X, Y, and Z, and then A, B, and C for my other fighters. And
yeah, so on the fly, you can probably pick if you see him maybe this guy's going to pick this, I'll pick my team.
Yeah, so you can do.
Cool.
So it's fun. It's like picking your characters before the fight.
That's cool. Hey, but at least
even Street Fighter V does that.
Yeah,
whatever you pick as your favorite character, it'll auto pick it when you play a ranked match, which is super weird.
I know. I just like the old classic pick your character.
Yeah, do it as you're fighting each other. It gets a safe time.
They make it convenient. I mean, if you only play one fighter, it's more for tournament fighters, that real P players that play constantly and want to get good at one character.
Yeah, and again, we'll show off pictures of all the new characters. And then Android 21, of course, she's just very gorgeous, attractive woman. Gorgeous. The only thing except for her hair is super unkept. Like, someone get this girl a comb. I want to comb her hair. Like, comb your hair. It's all in a freaking mess.
And it's super red, just like
16s. That's why I'm thinking they're brother and sister. I haven't watched. When I decide I'm going to play a game or watch a movie or watch a TV series, I stop watching trailers.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be. I want to experience everything brand new just with myself.
And like I said, Yamcha and Tien, always a nice little add-on to the roster.
Yeah, because they're the part of the core Z fighters. You know, if anyone who grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, the Z fighter crew, that's them.
Yeah, and then of course there's cool things with Tien, and I think they said in the little clip of the article was that Tien was able to like do his tri-beam, and you can keep doing it, and it'll cost you life. Just like in the show.
Like, when he was doing it against
Cell.
Mid-Cell, like when he was in his big form.
Cell.
Yeah, Imperfect Cell.
Whatever, yeah. And then of course Yamcha has his Wolfang Fist and his Spirit Ball tracker. All
I know is that Android 21 has really big hands, but I thought that was kind of weird. But anyways, it was fun. It was great. I enjoyed the beta. I'm glad I played it. I wish it would lasted longer, and I wish it was just you can play whenever instead of those weird time frames.
I wish they would have like what they done for me, like on the Xbox. If you can't get online, just play against the computer.
Yeah, they want, but I guess they were trying to test the actual net code.
Yeah, and
it was awful.
It was awful. It was not good.
So we're going to move on to a Nintendo Switch game. Hi guys, Crimson Sin here. You just watched a clip from our weekly podcast show. Be sure to check out the full podcast available here on this channel. Also, if you like the content and you want to see more of it, be sure to hit the like button and also go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.